Well, look how blurry everything is. Boys and girls, men and women. Happy Father's Day. Wow, they've really amping it up here. They don't want me to photograph anything. I wanted to say a couple of things. This is for evidence and just to talk to you guys. I hope everybody had a good day. I called my stepfather today to wish him a happy Father's Day. And he said he called me a couple of weeks ago. And the phone call didn't go through to me. He said that my name popped up because it's on his speed dial. And it said Lorraine. But then he was connected to an automated voice message that said that I changed the phone number. He never got put through to me. He tried calling me, and the criminals have intercepted his phone to me, his phone call to me, by saying that I changed my phone number. And I did not change my phone number. I've had the same phone number for years, ever since I received a cell phone. It's the same phone number. Has this happened to you guys? Have you received phone calls or attempted for people to call you and never received the calls? And then you call them and they tell you that they couldn't get in touch with you? I'm curious. This is a very serious matter. Somebody intercepting my phone calls. It really is. But I've noticed a few things here, folks. I've also noticed that... Oh, I wanted to mention, my porch camera. For the last few weeks, people have been intercepting it 5, 6, 7 times a day. It'll start spinning. Well, guess what, folks? It stopped spinning. It stopped spinning because it's broken. It does not turn on anymore. So this is another camera. It's not the first since I'm living here. It's about the 3rd or 4th camera that they have destroyed since I'm living here. So yeah, so I do have a replacement. I purchased it in advance just in case something happened. But it's just one thing after the next, after the next. I purchased a whole bunch of rubber gloves because I like to use them for gardening sometimes. And a whole pack of them is missing. It's just one thing after the next, after the next. But anyway, how was your Father's Day? I posted that cute little short about, well, roosters celebrate Father's Day too, because without roosters, right, without these handsome dudes, we would not have baby chicks. We would not have, we could still have eggs because a hen will lay eggs without a rooster, but they won't be fertile. So we cannot have baby chicks without those roosters. So happy Father's Day to the roosters of the world. And thank you for the subscriber who emailed me privately about what she thought the aerosol could possibly be. Which is a very serious matter. It's highly toxic. And I posted that in the description of that video. So if you go to the description of the video, you can see what the aerosol may possibly be. We don't know for sure, but it's a possibility. And I took the liberty of looking up the negative side effects and added that there. I think I also cut and pasted it into a comment under the video, so you can go check that out. So today I spent a lot of time cleaning off my porch. You've commented on how my chickens like to sit on the cushions and stuff. Well, it's really adorable, and it's my fault totally, because when they were baby chicks, I thought it was the cutest thing that they were sitting on cushions on the porch. Of course, they grew up to be big chickens, and they're sitting everywhere. So when they do that, if they've taken a dust bath, like in my garden bed, they'll shake it everywhere. Like here they are, folks. Of course, it's hard to see because these criminals have blurred the photo. But they also poop, they poop everywhere. So I don't want them on the porch. So I had to spray off the porch with a hose today, move things off the porch, hoping, wishing that they wouldn't go back. But yeah, they adapted really well to the changes there. They're still sitting on the porch. But this is where I want them to be. I set up these new beds here, and I added a bunch of their own mulch, and they do like it. They seem to like it here at the end of the day. You could see here. This is Coco. Coco was yeah, kick it all. You notice it's like all over the place. Do you see that it's all over the grass? This is what they do. They kick it everywhere. They're looking for bugs. And the guineas are looking for bugs too. And I want to say that the guineas still have not hatched any eggs. I feel so bad for them. I took a picture of one of their eggs. You know, as I mentioned, that at least 18 eggs were stolen. And then the whole nest that the guineas were sitting on for weeks, literally going on 4 weeks. And then finally the guinea got off the nest realizing nothing's happening. I opened up those eggs, folks, and every chick was dead. And when I opened up the eggs, the stench was unbelievable. And actually, when I cracked some open, some of them actually exploded. It was that bad. There was one that I cracked open that exploded, and you could actually see a deformed baby chick that looked like it was, I can't even explain how it looked. You could see the head and the beak. It looked like it was fried. It looked like somebody killed it in there. It's really horrible, folks. It's disgusting. But I cut the grass here today. It was rather long. And I planted some things here, but there's these criminals still planting grass everywhere. They're planting grass. Here, look. I'll show you. You see this bed here? They planted grass all over here. That's all grass. Meanwhile, I don't have grass growing where it's supposed to, but I've got grass growing like in a strip down this garden bed. I've got grass growing here too. It's just unbelievable, the amount of vandalism and stuff. But I will get to the Zerzet Sung fashion show. But I can show you, and you know, other people will say, oh, well, that's natural. That happens to wood. Well, this is what the criminals do. They cut the wood. They did that. And they like to dig out the knots in the buildings. And even if there wasn't a knot there, they will create one. So here, check this out. Look at how round this is. Does that look like a naturally occurring knot? No. They did this. And they did this. So I've been patching up, here, this too. I've been patching up the holes. And then they'll go create more. Like here's a triangle. And they did this. They're disgusting. Oh, here, look, scratches here. And they do this. It's some kind of a heat gun. Here, look at this building from here. I don't know if you could see this. But every one of these knots, they have discolored. That. That one, that one. Here, let's see. This one. Look at this. Look at these guys. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? They look like those Illuminati eyes. Oh, here's a good one. Here, look. Does this happen to you? Do you ever see this in wood, whether it's inside your home or outside of your home? Yeah, so this is what the criminals do. They broke this. There was a bar over here. They cracked that. It's disgusting what these people do. It's just one thing after the next. But so I was a little busy today between cleaning the porch, moving things around, cutting the grass, taking care of the animals. And plus, I don't have a lot of energy today from being zapped all night long. But I'm doing a little bit better now. It's a lot cooler out. It feels nice out. And there's a 50% chance of rain late tonight, tomorrow, the next day. Actually, the weather forecast for the entire week is like 50% chance of rain every day. I haven't seen any chemis in the sky, so that's usually a good predictor that we're going to get a lot of rain. But I haven't really paid attention much today, although we do have clouds. These actually look like normal clouds. I think they're normal clouds, guys. Look. I don't know. I never see normal clouds anymore. So I do have some requests for topics. So I've had a request to discuss nonprofits, 501c3s and stuff, and I will get to that sometime in the future. And as you're aware, I have a 501c3 nonprofit cat rescue called Freya's Cat Rescue since 2012. It usually takes approximately 9 months and sometimes a year after you apply to actually receive the nonprofit status, which is the tax exemption from the IRS. Here, look, we have not had rain. Look at my creek behind the house. Look, check this out. Look how dry it is. And ironically, like yesterday, this was all filled with water right here. It was all filled with water. But you know that these criminals, they will drain my water. They'll drain it. Look, there's no water down here at all. Which is a shame because we've got, you know, little tiny fish. My birds like to come down here and drink water. You know, a tortoise. You know, regular wildlife. Like sometimes we'll have cranes flying down. You know, egrets or cranes. And they'll come down to the creek or come down here and drink some water. But yeah, it's bone dry right now. This is completely dry. The only plus to it being dry is that I can walk in here and clean it up, which I did do yesterday. I started moving some of the rocks around. But yeah, it's very dry. And we did have like a 4-foot black, one of those black snakes right here. And I didn't get into the house in time to grab my camera to show you guys. It was right here, just spread out. I went to do some work down here, went inside to get my camera, and the guy was gone. I don't know where he went, but there is a hole down there. There's a hole down there, so he might have slithered down into that hole there. I say he, could be a she. I haven't found any eggs or anything like that. But anyway, oh, there they go. The guineas. I think this is the mating dance, guys. Check it out. Watch. They'll do this now for 20 minutes. They'll just chase each other. They'll chase each other for 20 minutes. Oh, I don't know where they went now. But I just received a low battery alert. So I've got 10% battery left. So I'm going to leave you on that note. Please let me know if somebody important to you has tried to call you and their phone call was rerouted to say that your phone number was changed, won't put you through, etc. My stepfather was really alarmed that he couldn't get hold of me. So he was glad that I called today. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you soon.